Bodywall standing press up. This exercise targets a whole range of muscles, and what you do is you stand facing the wall, lean in, put both feet firmly on the wall and drop into a push-up. Away you go, balls of your feet and drop into a push-up. We'll do 5 of these, and then what you're going to do is you're going to try and push your fists towards each other. This targets the pec major and minor, triceps and biceps, the anterior and posterior deltoids, plus your deep abdominal wall and your obliques. Now try and push your fists apart, same push-up. And you can see that's working a whole different aspect of the shoulder now. Now try and push your fists down the wall, towards the ground. That's it, same push-up. And we're now working the top of the shoulder girdle. You can see the pressure coming onto the arms. And now try lifting up. And away you go. And what you're finding now is you're working right into the abdominal core. So you're getting some core strength training as well. If you want to make it harder, you can drop off and just use one arm, or you can move your feet further away from the wall. Modified press up. Start with one arm on the wall and one arm on the floor. Engage your deep abdominal muscles and maintain a neutral spine, and using the arm on the floor to carry most of the weight. Drop down into a push-up. This works the pec major and minor and the triceps and the anterior deltoids, serratus anterior and the deep abdominal wall and the obliques. And because of the stabilising effect of the lower arm, you really do work right into the core. If you really want to harden it up, you can lift one leg off the floor and do it with one leg. Tricep dips. With your back to the wall, assume a half squat position, place your hands behind you and your palms on the wall. Now lower your body towards the floor, resisting with your arms and supporting your body weight with your legs. This targets the triceps, pectoralis, major and minor, and the anterior deltoids. To increase load, all you have to do is reduce the assistance from the legs. This is the split stance, one arm chest press. Stand in a split stance and place an open hand on the wall at chest height as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques. Now use your back leg to drive your body towards the wall, resisting with the attached arm. Reverse the movement and push your body away from the wall while resisting with the back leg. Keep your shoulders parallel to the wall, your spine in neutral throughout the movement. This will work the pec major and minor, anterior deltoid, triceps, the deep abdominal wall, the obliques and the legs, all in one movement. Shoulder press. Facing the wall, attach with your hands and elbows at shoulder height and bent to 90 degrees. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques to maintain a neutral spine. Keep your shoulder blades retracted and use your legs to increase or decrease resistance. Now push your body in a downwards direction with your arms and resist upwards with the legs. Increase your leg resistance to reverse the direction. For progressions, a contralateral shoulder press, alternate by lifting off one arm and the opposing leg and go through the same movement. This targets the deep abdominal wall, the obliques, the deltoids, shoulder girdle, triceps, the back extensors, the quads, glutes and hamstrings. Inverted press up. Place your hands on the floor and your feet on the wall as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and maintaining a neutral spine, lower your body down towards the floor in a controlled manner. Then push up away from the floor, back to the start position. This will work the deep abdominal wall, all the internal and external obliques, abdominis rectus, back extensors, the shoulder girdle, the delts, pecs, major and minor, and the triceps. If you want a progression from this, you can start applying more pressure from the legs, or if you're capable of doing it, change to a one-arm press up. Straight arm deltoid raise with rope. Place 2 ropes on the wall so that your arms are approximately waist height and straight out in front of you as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques, retract your shoulder blades back and down. Now, while resisting against the ropes, slowly lower yourself into a squat position. Maintain that load and return to the start position. Keep your shoulder blades retracted and a neutral spine throughout. This will target the anterior deltoids, the upper and lower traps, serratus anterior, the deep abdominals, obliques and back extensors. This exercise is called loading the truck. Stand facing the wall at an angle with your legs in a split stance, bend over at the hips and place your hands on the wall. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques, maintain a neutral spine and drive your body towards the wall, using your legs to resist against your arms at the same time. Now rapidly change your feet over, swap them over, keep driving. And this targets the whole body, upper and lower, and your core. Overhead triceps extension. Attach your rope to the side of the wall just above head height. Stand with your legs and hips against the wall and hands gripping the rope overhead. Lean forward until the triceps are in a stretched position as shown. Now engage your deep abdominals, obliques and rectus abdominis to maintain a neutral spine. Contract your triceps and straighten your arms to pull against the hip flexors. This targets triceps brachii, deep abdominal wall, obliques, rectus abdominis and the hip flexors. Horizontal wood chop. Place the rope at chest height and grip with both hands. Stand with your legs slightly bent and wider than shoulder width. Engage your deep abdominals and rotate your trunk away from the attachment plate. This targets the deep abdominal wall, the obliques, shoulder girdle, the bipedal link, arms, adductors, hip, medial, external, rotators. To progress it, you can take it from static to dynamic with a side lunge. Oblique twist lunge. Lower your body down into a lunge position and rotate your trunk towards the wall, attaching your hands as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and try to rotate the trunk away from the wall, dropping down into a deeper lunge at the same time. Return back up to the start position and repeat. This targets the deep abdominal wall and the shoulder girdle, the internal and external obliques, the bipedal link, the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, adductors and the arms. You can progress it by changing your hand positions further back or going into a deeper lunge. One leg oblique twist with med ball. Place one foot on the wall as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and rotate med ball from side to side. Maintain good postural alignment. This targets the deep abdominal wall, the obliques, the back extensors and the hip stabilisers, as well as the deltoids and biceps. If you want to progress it, you can either put your foot further up on the wall, extend your arms further away from the body, use a heavier ball, or increase the speed of rotation. Open the hatch. Place the ball at chest height on the wall. Stand back from the wall in an upright position with feet approximately shoulder width apart. Place hands on the ball, elbows should be bent to about 90 degrees. Now engage your deep abdominals and try to rotate the ball in a clockwise direction for 2 to 3 seconds. Then reverse this to an anti-clockwise direction. Make sure to maintain good postural alignment while performing this exercise. It'll target your deep abdominal wall, your obliques, your shoulder girdles and your arms. And to progress it, place the ball to one side and now repeat. Now we're going to do inverted open the hatch. Place the ball on the floor and assume an inverted position as shown. Push back against the legs. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques to ensure you're maintaining a neutral spine. Now try to twist the ball and hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Then reverse the direction and repeat. Now pull the ball back towards the wall. And if you want to progress it even further, just lift one leg off the wall while you try and do the twist. Oblique twist without a rope or ball. Place your fist just below chest height on the wall as shown. Engage your deep abdominals, maintain a neutral spine, and now try and rotate your hands to the left or the right of the trunk for 2 to 3 seconds. This targets the deep abdominals, internal and external obliques, both shoulder girdles, both arms, the bipedal links and the leg adductors, plus your hip, medial and external rotators. Seated oblique twist. Sit on the floor and attach a rope ball under the floor between your legs as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques, contract the back extensors and lean back to approximately 45 degrees. Maintain a neutral spine, hold this position, now pull against the ball and rotate it from side to side. This works the internal and external obliques, the deep abdominal wall, rectus abdominis, the back extensors, the hip flexors, the biceps and the anterior deltoids. Open hand lat pull up. Place your hands on the wall, shoulder width apart and elbows at shoulder height. Pull your belly button in to engage your deep abdominals and obliques and then maintain a neutral spine. Lower your body down, resisting with your arms all the way down. Then pull up using your back muscles. Draw your scapula back and use your legs to assist as required. This targets lat dorsi, the lower and mid traps, rhomboids, posterior deltoids, your biceps, your deep abdominal wall, the external and internal obliques. If you want to progress it, reduce the assistance provided by the legs or widen your grip position. One arm rope row. Attach your rope as shown. Start with the arm bent 90 degrees. Engage the deep abdominals. Lower the body back till the arm is in an extended position. Now, pull the arm back up towards the body until flexed to 90 degrees. Use the legs to vary the resistance of the movement. This will work the deep abdominal wall, the obliques, the trapezius, the rhomboids, the shoulder girdle, the quads, the glutes, hamstrings, arms and lat dorsi. Rope assisted lat pull up. Place 2 ropes on the wall and lean back against the wall. Grab the ends of the ropes, engage your deep abdominals, tilt the pelvis posteriorly to flatten your lower back against the wall and lower your body down until your arms are extended. Then pull yourself upwards using the back and bicep muscles. This will target lat dorsi, the rhomboids, the lower and mid traps, the rear delts, the biceps and the deep abdominal wall plus the obliques. For progressions, just decrease the support offered by your legs. Straight arm lat pull down with vertical rope. Place 2 ropes on the wall and grip them so that your straight arms are approximately waist height as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques, retract your shoulder blades back and down. Resisting against the ropes, slowly lower yourself into a squat position. Maintain resistance on the ropes while returning to start. Keep your shoulder blades retracted and a neutral spine throughout. This will work lat dorsi, the lower and mid traps, the rhomboids, triceps, deep abdominal wall muscles and the obliques and legs. Pull up using weight rope. Attach the weight rope to the wall so that when you're in an upright position your elbows are about shoulder height with your hands gripping the rope. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques and lower your body down slowly using the back and bicep muscles to resist. Pull back up using the back and biceps, retracting both scapula at the same time. Use the legs to assist with this movement and maintain a neutral spine throughout. This will work lat dorsi and the biceps, the lower and mid traps, the rhomboids, posterior deltoids and the deep abdominal wall, plus the obliques and the legs. Rope squat with bicep curl. Face the wall with your feet well apart and place the rope as shown. Grab the rope with both hands, bend your arms to approximately 90 degrees, engage your deep abdominals, obliques, and draw your shoulder blades back and down. Now pull yourself downwards using your biceps and resisting with your legs. At the bottom of the movement, push up through the heels of the feet, drive upwards using the arms to resist. Maintain good postural alignment and neutral spine. This will work the biceps, deep abdominals, obliques, traps, shoulder girdle, back extensors, quads, glutes and hamstrings all at once. Progressions: place the rope to the side and repeat as a one-arm exercise. Lunges. Standing with your back to the wall, lower your body down to the desired lunge depth and place the toe of the back leg on a tackle pack or against the wall. Now lower your body straight down, keeping the hips level and the knee of the front foot tracking over the top of the second toe. Maintain good postural alignment throughout. This will target the quads, the hamstring and the glutes, plus the deep abdominal wall and the obliques. To progress it, all you need to do is add weight, for example, something like a med ball. Frontal plane lunge with wood chop. Begin with the leg closest to the rope, forward, and the opposite leg behind in the lunge position. Place hands so they're either side of the body midline, engage the deep abdominals, and apply constant resistance on the rope, pulling away from the attachment plate. Now perform a lunge. Remember to maintain good postural alignment, and this will target the deep abdominals, the obliques, the shoulder girdle and the back extensors, plus the bipedal link in the quads, the glutes, hamstrings, and adductors and arms. For a progression, change the height or angle of the rope and increase the resistance on the rope. Lunge wood chop with mid ball. Place one leg on the floor and the other on the wall as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and start the movement with a leg in a half squat position. Swing the ball in an arc from the waist to shoulder height, straightening the leg at the same time. Remember to maintain good postural alignment, and this will target the deep abdominal wall, the obliques and quads, the hamstrings, glutes, hip stabilizers, the shoulder girdle and the arms. For a progression, simply use a heavier ball. Lunge, wall push. Start in a standing position near the middle of the floor and lunge forward to one side of the wall, attach both hands as shown. Now push your hands into the wall while resisting and maintain a neutral spine. Push off the front leg and return back to the start position. This targets the deep abdominals, the obliques, rectus abdominis and the shoulder girdle. You get your arms, hip stabilizers, glutes, quads and hamstrings. Single leg rope squat or pistol. Stand side onto the wall and attach the rope as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and begin to lower yourself into a squat. Your inside arm holding onto the rope for assistance only. As you lower to the floor, your inside leg should be extended to the rear. At the bottom of the movement, begin to drive back up through the heel of the outside leg. This targets the quads, glutes, hams, lat dorsi, deep abdominal wall and the obliques. You can alternate that to a pistol by lifting the inside leg to the front. Deadlift with weight rope. Place a weight rope on the wall and grip with both hands. Engage your deep abdominals and ensure to drive upwards off the heels of the feet to engage the hamstrings and glutes. Maintain a neutral spine at all times. This will target the quads, hamstrings, glutes, back extensors, plus quadratus lumborum, lower, mid and upper traps, the rhomboids and the deep abdominals and the obliques. For a progression, change the height of the rope or change to one arm. Sprint off back leg. Set body position as you would for a sprint takeoff. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques and using your arms for resistance, drive forward with your back leg only. This targets the quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, adductors and the deep abdominal wall plus your obliques. The front leg should either be completely lifted off the floor or just touching so to challenge your stability. One leg hamstring wall drive. Stand facing the wall and place your hands on the wall at shoulder height. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques. Now on one leg, contract the hamstring muscles and drive up the wall, resisting with both arms. To increase the load, increase the resistance from your arms. This will target the hamstring group, glutes, calves, deep abdominal wall, the obliques and back extensors. One leg calf raise. Stand on one leg and place both hands on the wall so they're slightly bent when the heel is on the floor. Slowly raise your heel off the floor until your calf muscles are fully contracted, then lower back to the start position. Increase the load by using your arms to resist the movement. This will target the gastroc, soleus, ankle plantar flexors and the toe flexors. Glute medius, partial squat. Attach a rope or ball under the front edge of the floor and stand on one leg. Engage your deep abdominals, obliques and glute medius and bend to the knee in a partial squat. Go down only as far as you're able to maintain your hips parallel to the floor and your knee tracking over the second toe. This is to work glute medius, minimus, glute max, adductors, quads, hamstrings, the deep abdominal wall and the obliques. For progression, pull on the rope harder to increase the load on glute medius. Rugby drive scrum edge. Place a tackle pad on the wall at the desired height and set yourself in a scrum position. Engage your deep abdominals and obliques to maintain a neutral spine and drive your body towards the wall. This targets the full body, and for progressions, just try different angles and different heights. Line out lift assist. Stand facing the wall and place your hands either side of the tackle pack as shown. Engage your deep abdominals and with an explosive action, try to drive the tackle pack up the wall. This targets your legs, arms, deltoids, your deep abdominal wall, the obliques and the back extensors. For progression, simply change the height of the pad